Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this stunning VW EOS. It's a 2-litre FSI petrol manual, 2007 registered on an 07 plate, and it's on 2 current owners. It's in this gorgeous metallic blue, and it really is in absolutely stunning condition. You can see that for yourself. It's got the beige leather interior, electrically operated folding roof, air conditioning. It's a lovely car. Electric seats, alloy wheels, electrically operated wing mirrors, and front and rear windows. And as you can see for yourself, it's in absolutely lovely condition. There's no big dents, there's no scratches or scrapes. It really is absolutely lovely. We're going all the way around it here to save you the time of coming down to see it. You'll know exactly what it is that you're coming down to see. Do check out all of our pictures as well. We're on facebook.com/SellYourCarUK.tv, and you'll be able to find a photograph of every angle of this car. We put an album up there. Now let's get up close and personal with this car. I want to show you that there are some little marks on it. We'll start on the outside, and we've got here a tiny little stone chip. Hello, you can see me. Tiny little stone chip there in the bonnet. It's really nothing. As we step away from the car, there are no scrapes, no scratches on these front wings. It's in lovely condition. But as we go around to the driver's side, on the wing mirror here, a little bit of that patina has come off from the plastic that holds onto the wing mirror, and you can see that for yourself, and the weather's got to that as well. Doesn't need replacing, but if you wanted to do so, you could do, and obviously that is reflected in the price. As are the wheels. They're all a little bit curved. Nothing serious. All the tyres are good, all the brakes are good as well, locking wheel nuts, and we've got the key. But you might want to get yourself some new VW centres and maybe get those wheels refurbed as well. There's a tiny little dimple dent on the driver's side door. You can see that just reflecting away there, and if I pan back, you'll see that that is just tiny. I'm being very picky, but I want to show you everything on this car so you're not wasting your time, and indeed you're not wasting anyone's time, and you're going to get the car you know you want to get. We can see here on the door handle there's a tiny little mark there. Looks like they've had a ring on their finger, or maybe their keys in their hand when they've opened the door on 1 or 2 occasions. The back wheel, again, some curbing. I won't show you all the wheels because trust me, they are all pretty much in the same condition. As we come around the boot, very, very light scratches. I'm being really fussy here, aren't I? Hello again. But I want to show you everything, as I said. That will polish out. The car is immaculately clean, so it's showing up every single mark on it at the moment, which is good because it means you know exactly what you're going to get. So we've got little marks down here on the rear bumper where they've obviously taken things in and out of the boot. If you ever see these marks again, it's because you keep your car as clean as it is right now. Good luck. The amount of snow we've been having. This car's based in Hertfordshire. And if you wanted to come down and see it, then you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. We're onto the passenger side here, and I'm just showing you some tiny little, if I can find them, that's how tiny little they are. There we go. Little parking dents, I call them, or dimple dents, where people have opened their car door into this one, perhaps in a supermarket car park. You can see they're tiny, and that's that little shimmering bit of light there in the middle of your screen. But if I pan back, you'll see that they're very, very hard to spot, especially on camera. I'm trying to use my eyes here as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can kind of see that one, but I'm being very fussy. This wing mirror got a little bit of scraping from somebody hitting a width restriction perhaps, but this one here, this is what it should look like on the side where the wing mirror is. And as we come round to the front wing, you'll see there's absolutely no marks at all. It's in lovely condition. Right, let's head round to the boot now. Why to the boot? Because we've got another tiny little dimple dent here. Again, some evil person in a supermarket car park. Now you can get these tiny little dents taken out quite easily. There's no paint damage on them, or at least on 90% of them. So if you wanted to, you could probably spend about £60 per panel to have them taken out. So the door, which has 2 on it, well, you could just have that taken out for 60 quid for the whole door. Look at that, all of the docks. Here at Sell Your Car UK, there's nothing hidden. And in the boot, we can see we've got the V5 certificate, and I'll just show you that shows 1 former keeper. I won't show you the current registered keeper, but if you need any of this information, do get in touch and we can pass it all on. The car is HPI clear. It's never been involved in any major accident. It's still got all the original bumpers and bodywork. MOT'd there until May the 2nd of 2013. And the last service, we've got a bill here for it, and that service was done on the 4th of May 2012. 40,236 miles. Have a look on Facebook, you'll see all of that is there, so that if you can't see it quite clearly on YouTube, that is understandable. Now we've got as well a bill here for the very first service as well that was done by this current owner. So it's been a well looked after car, some VW services, some independents, and I don't blame them. And if we look here, we've got the service book as well. You've got all the manuals in this very funky little folder. And we can see here we've got stamps going all the way back. Here's one from 2009. Here's another one from 2010 at 21,000. The service schedule is 20,000 miles. So it was last done at 40,000 and that was done in May 2012. And you can see there is the stamp and there is the phone number as well. So if you wanted to call them up and just check the car over with them, feel free to do so. Now I'm going to move all of this stuff here off of here and I'm going to put it all properly in this very nice sized boot, which comes with the car. Obviously it's part of the car, but this tray in the middle here, the reason for that is this just swings out of the way and clips up there. Oh, I haven't done that yet. There we go. Right, clips up there, and then you've got all of the space you need here in the boot if you want to try and squeeze in your golf clubs or perhaps a small push chair, or indeed just loads of shopping. But we need this down for now because in a moment or two we're going to show you how that electric roof works, and it works absolutely perfectly. Right, let's just shut that down there. So you've got your rear brake lights in the centre there. It's lovely, this car. Beautiful condition. Lovely colour. And the colour goes beautifully with this beige leather interior. Now, if I just hold that door wide open there, you can see the condition is good. There is wear on this car. It's done 55,000 miles, that or thereabouts. 54,500 miles, in fact. So not even close to 50. Well, close. But not even close to 55. 54,500 miles. I'll get there in the end. You've got electric windows here controlled by the driver, electric mirrors as well. They've even got a little folding function as well if you flick it all the way around to there when the key is in the ignition. And you've also got a heated wing mirror function as well for when we've got the snow. And then you've got your boot release and your petrol cap. In the front you've got electric seats on the driver and passenger side with this very funky little unit as well, which allows you to move the seat up and down, but it doesn't store that memory position, so when you get in and out it will still save it to wherever you were last sat using these buttons. You've got your lumbar support as well. There's a bit of wear here. I'm going to show you it on the seats. You can see that for yourself, and as well up this lumbar support here. In fact, I'll do it properly so you can see that. So there you go. So there is some wear here on the driver's side, and if I stand back you can see as well there's a little bit wear on that seat as well. But this is beige leather and it is very difficult to keep this kind of an interior clean, and no offense to Volkswagen, but especially using their leathers as well, you really do need to get yourself a Scotch Guard on it and keep that clean all year round. Now inside here you can see we've got a lovely CD player, you've got your air conditioning as well, manual gearbox with your stability program there as well, a couple of cup holders. But this is really what everybody's wanting to see with this car, isn't it? This is the controls for the electric roof, but for that you're going to need one of these, the keys. There are two of these keys. They're remote central locking, and if I just plug it in and give it a little twist, you'll see it starts first time. None of the warning lights stay on, everything goes off. It's got no fuel in it, so it's telling us to refuel, but you can see down there it's done 54,486 miles. I will try and show you that as best as I can. And again, do check out on Facebook all of those pictures. Now there we go, it's coming up as saying service in 300 miles, so that's due every 15,000 miles because it was last done at 40,000, so not 20,000 as I said earlier. It's every 15,000 miles, so it's due a service, and that service you could have done by an independent, save yourself a lot of money. And there was a fair amount spent in that last one, so you're not going to need brakes or tyres, just a simple oil and fuel filter change and maybe an oil change. And it doesn't need a cam belt done either on this one. That's every 4 years, so this one would have had that done by VW after 4 years, and now it won't need another one for at least a year. Right, let's get in, because this is what it's all about, this button down here. So to simply open the roof, you just push that button down here, the windows all pop. This gorgeous glass sunroof here goes all the way back, the boot folds up, and wait for it, in goes that roof. And it's got these very clever side beams here that actually run alongside the rear passengers to add a little bit more stability to the car, and also better impact protection for those rear passengers. It's a very clever car, this one. There's loads of room in the back, You can see the room behind that seat there, and the room behind myself here is this, but I could probably move, oopsie daisy, I could probably move a bit further forward than it is at the moment. I just want to try and show you that there. I'm 6'2", by the way, I should point that out. You'll meet me one day maybe if you come down to buy the car. So that's the inside of the car with the roof down, and you can see it lets in all the light, obviously. But let's have a look now at the outside of the car once we've taken that roof off. And it really does look stunning. So there is this VW EOS with a perfectly working everything. You'll need to do nothing to this apart from maybe give it a service in 300 miles if you really must. It's probably not a bad idea, but the car has not really been driven very much recently. It's just been sat on the driveway for about a month or so, and it is time to sell. So it's being sold as is, and it's reflected in the price, and there's only one place to get it. Sell Your Car UK.